About to unbox these Jaebo PP20s real quick. These guys are pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. How did I just do with that razor blade? Oh, look at it right here. Jaebo PP20. If you want a wave maker that'll splash the water like right out your tank on low, I mean not on low, but I mean literally if I put this on high, which anybody that knows about these knows you can't put it on high, and this ain't even the big boy. It might be. Nah, it's not. But I'm just saying, man, yo, Jaebo's the bomb. They're like the masters of the universe. I hope these guys come out with LED lights that grow corals, because if you think about it, why on the planet am I gonna buy CG or MP40 Vortex and pay $600-700 for a unit that just is like, might have like a white driver, which would be like that thing, and it shows it always zoom, zoom, zoom. It's stupid. This thing is quiet, it's wireless, it does all of that, and a bag of Chips Ahoy at a ridiculous fraction of the price. And every one of their other pumps, don't even get me started with the Jaebo Jacquard DC 12,000 return pump. I'm almost thinking they even got a bigger one than that. Yo, that is all the pump on low that you would need for any big giant like reef system like mine's. Mind you, it took me forever and a day, you know, with all that I've been going through to buy something for the fish, buy something for that whole system, because I've been focused so much on this little one over here playing with her Kong that she takes all my money, you know, since there's no other women in my life. I straight live dolo, you know. My doggy's the one now. But anyways, Jaebo PP20 people, bought a couple of them, about to go downstairs and remove the old WP60, throw that in the sump to create like a nice flow in there. I'll show you guys that. This was just the unboxing. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. You see the pump in there. This thing's a beast. I mean, a beast. If you look at it, right, and you got two, what you would do is you would go, what you would do is right here where it says master and slave, on one of them you would just hit this button. On one of them you would hit this blue button until it said, you know, master or slave. So if this is the master, then clearly the other one has to be the slave. You can't have two masters, although I guess you could say at work and stuff there's always like too many chiefs and no Indians. But yeah, man, the PP20, man, get on that. I think there's this new thing, man. I forgot what in the planet it was called, but my cousin said it was like this crazy that it was this crazy other like tube like wave maker. I'm from Jaebo. I haven't got it, I haven't seen it, but I don't doubt him for 1 second, because you know we're a tight-knit community out here in this reefing thing. So looking forward to putting this back in. It's my daughter's birthday. I'm about to go take her go-karting and take her to eat and all of that good stuff. When I get back, if I have any energy left, which I doubt, I'm gonna do an update on my tank after I put them wave makers in, a before and after, so you could see what it's like. Because these things do, you know, they get old, but how do I say it, they last a couple of years, you know, for the price. Amazing. I don't know why they stopped working. I feel like that unit, I feel like the impeller itself, Jaebo, if you guys are checking this out, I feel like sometimes I pulled out the impeller, we soak them in vinegar, we soak the whole unit in vinegar to make sure that we get all the corrosion out of it, but for some reason in the galaxy, your pumps sometimes fail with age, but I noticed that the controllers don't. So now, because I have two new controllers, I might either just use the old controllers and keep these new, or I might put the new ones on and take the old one. The old one's actually running at one of your WP60s, just like it would one of these, except that, you know, the WP60 is a big chunky thing that kind of takes up a lot more space. The magnet on it is a little more obsolete. But yes, Jaebo WP60s, 40s, 30s, 20s, whatever, will run off of this controller if you happen to have a unit like this and the actual, you know, impeller, propeller, whatever, the pump, man, the wave maker. If it burns out, I don't know why that happens. I also looked into these things. It might even just be a ballast issue. If anybody could get back to this video and let me know if it is a ballast issue, then I would know, and I would ask Jaebo to please, can you just sell us the ballast if like you have any kind of recalls that you would know about. I wish I knew about that, because if that's the case, then I could be fair to say that these things will last 5 years plus with proper maintenance, and as things tend to wear and tear, you can replace parts and keep them running. But for the most part, for like the not even 80 bucks, I don't know how much it was. I think it was like 160 for 2 of them. Are you kidding me? Shoot, if anybody knows about this, get you 2 of these and put them in any tank. You're gonna put them on high, and you could thank me later when you're cleaning up, the flood, the tsunami that these things make. These things are beast wave makers. Mark my words, I will be back to, show you guys the before and after on that. Thank y'all for tuning in. I don't think I ever did a video on these guys, and I just want to say, whoever created these, thank you so very much. Thank you for the Jacquard DC 12,000. I'm going to be honest with you, those last for like ever. Mine hasn't burnt out yet. It's been running for like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years. I don't even remember. I lost track of time. It definitely didn't. These burnt out before that thing did, and that thing's like super quiet. So if you guys ever come out with some kind of LED lighting, so that just like you did with all of this and the competitors, it'd be sick if you guys came out with some like super LED, like full spectrums, like like 180 spectrum, but with a lot of power or something. Because if you guys can make this at a fraction of the price of all these freaking ridiculous things that you could literally pay a Jaguar for a month with some of the prices of these ridiculous lights like Radeon and AI Hydra 52 HDs. I mean, honestly, man, you guys are really capitalizing on the true hobbyist, man. I mean, if we're to grow as a whole, you guys could still make profit without like hurting, because some of us just ain't on that level yet. Once we get to that level where we can make some money off these corals and do good for the planet by preserving some of these things that are practically going extinct, that's the mission here, man. I just want to keep these beautiful corals looking amazing. And it's hard to do that, man, when the lights that you need that are proven to work are kind of like, hey, leave that alone. Sorry, she was biting a PB pad over there. The lights, man, you guys, if you make them 2 or 4, I can't be paying no $15, almost $2,000 for lights, man. That's bonkers, man. You know what I mean? Them lights better be able to grow a lot more than corals for that kind of money and last double like the years, like 10, 20 years, for that kind of money. So if you guys ever come out with something like that, I'm telling you, I'm all over it like stank on doodle. And I know you guys got to be embarking on that, man. I don't know how you wouldn't want to like bump off a couple of these greedy people out there that, they know they got a product, but at the end of the day, it's all in technology, and you guys managed to surpass everybody else. To me, this is the hands down best wave maker out there. Anybody that says any different clearly, either is loaded, rich, wealthy, whatever you want to call it, or they're overtaxing for whatever frags that they're selling. Let's just hope that they're decent frags. But whatever you're doing, and believe me, I do some things too, but I ain't doing them enough where I want to spend any more than damn, a couple $100 a unit. Damn, 550 for an AI, 700 for a Radeon. I give AI props for coming in under than Radeon, but I got a funny feeling that we haven't heard the last of Jaebo. If these guys are the people that I believe they are, they're going to come out with an LED light. I keep saying that because I'm crossing my fingers and waiting for the day for that one, because I know the cost will be effective. You know what I mean? It keeps people, you want people flocking to this hobby, because the more people that do, the more we can get these corals preserved and get, spread the knowledge, and then maybe, more people will venture out and we get this planet right. You know what I'm saying? If we could do that, we could do anything, I guess. I don't know. But a lot of stuff to do. Got to go to go-kart tracks. Let's get this popping. Thank you very much. Peace. I'm out.